April 2025 Bargain Bead Box unboxing. Hey y'all, it's April. Thanks for stopping by my crazy creative life. In today's video, this, believe it or not, is April 2025 Bargain Bead Box unboxing. So hard to believe it's already April, man. This another year just zipping on by. But you can see I've not cut into this. I've not opened it. So I'm going to try to guess the color. And no, I've not watched her, the owner. I've not watched her preview. So I'm thinking that it's going to be pastel. Definitely. And then I'm thinking either blues or yellows. Yellow was kind of my first thought, but blue's kind of in there too. So I don't know. And who knows, it may be purples or pinks. But I was wanting to try to guess. I thought that'd be fun to guess the color before I even open it. So with that all being said, let's go ahead and get this sucker opened and see what we've got for April. Okay. Let's see the title. Perfectly, April Showers. Now let's see the color. I'm not sure. I think it's going to be greens and yellow pastels, but let's go ahead and let me get organized and I will meet you right back. Right, I'm back. So we will go ahead and get started. The first one, it's 25 millimeter Amazonite faceted teardrop pendant, and its retail value is $7.99. That's pretty. It's like a milky white with a little bit of gray maybe in it. Number 2, 10-piece 10 by 7 millimeter Amazonite faceted teardrop beads. They retail at $9.99. So little teardrops or raindrops. And it matches that. These apparently are an expensive gemstone, because that retails at $9.99. There's only a few in there, so it must be a really expensive gemstone. Okay. Number 3, it's 6 millimeter Amazonite frosted round beads in a 7-inch string, and they retail at $5.99. Oh, those are pretty. And of course, with gemstones, any kind of gemstones, they're going to vary in color. Oh, there'll be a variation in color. And these are like almost a minty green, bluish green, kind of. But they're really pretty. Y'all, I feel so terrible because I didn't even make one thing using the March 2025 Bargain Bead Box between my old back and my niece got married at the end of the month, and I've got a video that I'm planning on, I've actually made several videos. I've just not released them yet. Look how pretty that is. But I am definitely going to need surgery. I just am going to a different surgeon because I don't know. I didn't have a good feeling about the guy I went to and some of the stuff that he was saying. I don't know. Or some of the stuff that he didn't know that I knew. And I'm like, how do you not know this? But anyway, I'm not trying to bash the doctor. But I just didn't have a good feeling about him. So I've got to go the 18th and see a different guy. So hopefully this will go a little better. But those are real pretty. And then, like I said, my niece got married, so we was trying to get prepared for that. She got married last Saturday. And, ooh, I love those colors. Look at that. I love that. So, hopefully, that's why I've not got a whole lot out here in the last little bit. And I do apologize. But maybe I can, this week work on the March. And then, of course, this. Look how pretty that is. So they've given us nothing what I thought. I said blues or yellows is what I was thinking. And I guess it's got a blue to it, but it's not like a blue I was thinking. But this is, I think, prettier than what I had in mind. But they never disappoint, Bargain Bead Box, I'm telling you. Look at that. Did I even tell you what that was? I don't even know. Is that number 1, 2, 3, number 4? Where'd I even lay the pack? Oh. These are 8x5mm flower Amazonite rondelle beads, 7.5 inch string at retail at $6.99. No, I did not tell you, but that's them. That is beautiful. Okay, number 5, we have 4mm Malaysia Jade dyed quartz faceted round beads in sky blue on a 14 inch string. They retail at $4.99. So here's some of my lighter blues, I guess. Hey, that kind of looks like, almost today. Man, the weather has been horrible. I'm sure, I don't think it matters at this point what state you're in. Most of us has had some really, really bad weather. And of course, I'm in Kentucky, and we've had some bad stuff going on. Now, thank God we had a tornado warning the other night, but thank God we didn't actually have a tornado. But my mom and dad, where they live, hey, look how pretty those are. It almost looks like a gray sky or maybe a lighter blue sky on a day with a lot of clouds. But my mom and dad, where they live at, they had a tree uproot and fall across the fence line, and part of the branch went into their neighbor's trailer, went into their roof, and was punched down through their roof. And then that particular neighbor, they had a tree that uprooted and went over their fence on the opposite side and went on that neighbor's property. I don't know if it done any damage on that, though, but, man, it's just been crazy. And then another one of our neighbors that lives down the road, who goes to church with us, it pretty much just, I don't know. We're praying that his trailer could be saved, because if not, he doesn't have insurance. And, I mean, he's just, poor little fella, like everybody else, just trying to make it. He, gets anyway, if they can't get the trailer fixed, then poor little fella's homeless. So, I don't know. But, anyway, we've got 2 pieces of 14x20mm freshwater shell carved cloud beads, and they retail at $3.99. But, our church is taking up money for him. Ooh, those are real pretty. And I'm sure, some of the neighbors will try to help him out the best that everybody can. Those are adorable. Those are so cute. I was trying to say adorable and darling at the same time. Oh, I love them. Okay, number 7 is 13x6mm faceted teardrop broilet beads in crystal with an AB finish on an 8 inch string, and they retail at $4.99. So hopefully, ooh, those are pretty. Oh, I love those. So hopefully you all didn't have any damage, or if so, it wasn't much. Okay, that took me a second to get them off of the string, but look how gorgeous that is. Oh, those are so pretty. And then you've got the little teardrops. Let me see if I can. So you got the little teardrops. But then there are these tiny little, almost like a seed, well, it is a seed bead that was on with them. Ignore my poor old dry hands. But those are beautiful. But anyway, my kids, they are actually home from school today. The school canceled. This is just a few pictures of the flooding. That's in behind my mom and dad's house. That is their crawl space. That's their patio that's flooded. That's around, I think that's her flower bed. And I know my oldest had a friend that you couldn't even get down her road. So we had quite a bit of flooding. And the night before last, we had that tornado warning. I think it was around 3 o'clock in the morning. And so it's just been something else. All right, number 8 is 8 by 4.5 millimeter crystal faceted fancy rondelle beads and crystal AB on 11-inch string, and they retail for $4.99. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Look how pretty those are. And see, they've got the little seed beads in between them too, like the teardrops. Oh, those are gorgeous. There's something about a crystal bead that's got that AB finish. It just sparkles and shines, and it's so pretty. Look how pretty that is. And of course, there's not a whole lot of sunlight coming in the window right now. I've got my, I guess you'd call them studio lights on, but look how pretty that is. I hope it's showing as pretty as it is. But see, there's those little seed beads again. And then you've got the rondelles. Gorgeous. All right, number 9. Oh, 8 by 6 millimeter crystal faceted teardrop beads and crystal AB 10-inch string, and it retails for $3.99. And if you are new to this and wonder why I keep telling you how much that they retail, because with Curated Bead Box, with Bargain Bead Box, they are a curated bead box company. And so they put together, match everything that you see. And each month is a different theme or color. Of course, this month, like I've done told you, is April showers. And so you'll see how that theme matches the name. And then the colors kind of match the name as well. But we get anywhere from 19 to 21. I think before I've seen 22 different items. And it's usually gemstones, crystal beads. They always send like a chain for necklaces. Sometimes they'll send lobster clasp or, stuff to try to make your jewelry with. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It really depends on the month. But, I mean, it's just gorgeous. I've never been disappointed with them. But anyway, it's like $22.90 something a month. And, oh my gosh, look at that. This is 6 millimeter crystal faceted round beads in peach opal with an AB finish on a 10-inch string. They retail for $3.99. But they give you the retail price and let you see just how much, big a value that you're getting for just, the $22, $23 a month. And I will have a link in the description box below. If you are new to them, click on that link and it will go through me, and give them a try. You can, it's like any other subscription. You can cancel at any time. And if you are new to jewelry making, or even if you're a seasoned jewelry maker, this is the best bang for your buck, because you get all this beautiful jewelry, and it would be hard to go, especially to a big box store, and get this amount, this quality, this quantity, and only pay $23. You can't do it. So this, like I said, is the best bang for your buck. And again, I've said it, I think, 3 times already. I have never been disappointed by them. They always do such a good job. Let me pull you out just a little bit. They always do such a good job of curating their beads. The quality, I mean, it's just, that's why I go with them. And honestly, you can actually order more than one of these. You can have 2 or 3 subscriptions a month, and, they're fine with that. Also, they will send you a coupon code, which is on the back of that paper that you've seen at the beginning of the video. And there is 30% off of their sister store. So this is Bargain Bead Box. Their sister store is Bead Box Bargain. And you just put in that code that they give you, and you can go and buy anything. You know, if you run out of a particular bead, or heck, you might want a bunch of these beads again, you save 30%. And you can go and visit their store anytime and use that code as much as you want, as many times as you would like throughout that month. And which I think is awesome, because most of the time you just use it one time, you know, with other places. But not with them. You can use it as many times as you want throughout that month. Okay, number 11 is 20-piece, 10mm crystal faceted half matte round beads in crystal AV finish. They retail at, I guess it's $3.99. They left out a digit there. Benji, shh, shh, shh. Oh, okay. These look like those disco beads. Now, the outer edges are frosted, and then that center is crystal clear. Hush, Benji. He's hearing my girls up. Like I said, they're out of school today because of the weather. I think one of them went to the bathroom. But look how pretty that is. Okay. Well, I've done a lot of talking today, ain't I? I hope I ain't drove you crazy gabbing today. All right, number 12 is 8mm matte crackle glass beads. And you know how I feel about my crackle glass if you've been with me any period of time. But they're on a 15-inch string, and they retail at $4.99. Oops, they're falling off. Oh, one broke. That's what's happened. And I'll tell you how good these people are. I'm not going to. But I could call and say, hey, I had a bead broke on my string. And they'd probably send me out a whole new strand. I'm not going to. It's just one bead. And they're so good, I'm not going to, you know, call them and say that. But that's just telling you how good customer service that they have, how good of people they are. They're out of Tennessee. I think this is my first time since I've started this that I have had a, April, that I've had a white crackle glass. Usually it's, you know, them colors. I don't know where that went. Oh. Benjamin, shh. Oh, look how pretty that is. Okay. I'm going to have fun with this. As long as I'm able. As long as my poor old body let me. I'm loving this. Look how, I mean, just, can you see what I see? I hope my camera is picking up just how gorgeous this is. All right, so that was what, number 12, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was number 12. Okay. I throw my bags down, and then yeah, there's number 12, the matte crackle glass. Number 13, it's 2 pieces of 19 by 30mm stainless steel cloud chandelier pendants, and they retail at $5.99. Oh, those are beautiful. Look at that. That would make a pretty earring, but that would be kind of a big earring, but, you know, it depends on the size that you like, because you could, you know, hook it here and have little dangles there, but that would also make a pretty pendant on a necklace. That might be what I do. I don't know. I'll have to play around with it and see. But look at that. The clouds, April showers, I mean, and the colors. It looks like a rainy day, you know. Number 14, 10-piece, 12 by 5mm stainless steel lightning bolt charms. They retail at $1.99. This is the cutest set. Oh, my gosh. Look at that. Those are... lightning bolts are flashing, very, very frightening. Galileo. Okay, shut up, April. I probably didn't even say the right words. But look at that. Those are adorable. Okay, number 15 is a 10-piece, 12.5 by 14mm cloud charms, and they retail at $1.99. I'm telling you, I am loving this set. Look at that. Those are so stinking cute. I believe this is one of my favorites. I've had several favorites, but this, I'm telling you all, this is one of my favorites. Okay, number 16, we have one piece 13 by 20 millimeter cloud chandelier finding, and it retails at $2.99. Okay, so it's the chandelier because it's got the, you know, you can hang it up here. It's got the hole there. Uh-oh. Let's see if I can punch that out. But some of that metal didn't punch all the way through on the press. But you can see it's got the hole there where you could put your ear wire or whatever. And then it's got two holes there. That way you can, or cutouts. That's why they call it a chandelier, in case you're new. Just like with that one. It's got all these down here at the bottom and then the one single one at the top. So cute. Number 17, two pieces of 18 by 14 millimeter rhinestone umbrella charms. They retail at $1.99. Oh my gosh. I'm getting too excited over this. Look at those. They look like they have little rhinestones. Did it say rhinestones? It did. Rhinestone umbrella. Oh my gosh, look. It's got the rhinestones on the umbrella part, and it looks like a little teardrop right there with the rhinestone. Now, tell me where you can go get something that is this adorable with this amount, and we're not even finished yet, for $23. You can't. Okay, number 18 is a 50 piece of 4 by 3 millimeter stainless steel round spacer beads. They retail at $7.99. Another thing with her sister store, they, she always, after everybody gets, you know, everybody that's subscribed, gets their kit out, then she'll go back and she puts up the extras. That's where I was saying you could go on and on that sister store and get whatever, you know, and use your coupon code for 30% off. But she will do extras, and what that means, she will go and curate something that matches this, and I forget how much it is, but then you save your 30% off of that, and it brings it down to not too bad. I don't know, it's $20 or $30 for an extra, and they sell out, buddy. I mean, just like that. And sometimes I've even seen her do up to 3 like extra boxes that people can go in and get, and it just matches all of this stuff. And I don't always get to get it, you know, because it depends on how much money I have at the time, to be quite honest. You know, I'm just human like we all are. So I have to get what I can get when I can get it, and if not, then I just have to do without. But anyway, number 19 is 6.5 by 3 millimeter 5-petal bead caps. There's 10 grams in here, and they retail at $2.99. Oh, okay. Yeah, these are just little flower bead cap. Yeah, let me get that where I can show you a little bit better. Oh, my lightning bolt moved on me. See, it's a little flower bead cap. And do I have? Yeah, I do. And then you could put, let me see what size I think would match. Probably these little peachy ones. They might be, well, it's still pretty. Yeah. If you wanted something that was a little bigger than your bead, which is pretty. I like it like that. And then we'll look at one of these bigger beads, and I'll show you what they, see, look at that. Isn't that pretty? That's the bead caps. And let's see here. Let's do a bigger bead like this frosted. Okay, now that's what you would see if it was smaller. I love that. And then if you wanted one on the top and the bottom, that's what it would look like. Benji? But see, I love bead caps. They make your design just pop. Okay, number 20 is 16 by 14 millimeter, 25 millimeter bar, platinum plated brass and cubic zirconia cloud toggle clasp, and they retail at $4.99. That was a mouthful, so let's break this down. Okay. So the cloud part is 16 by 14 millimeter, and then this bar part is the 25 millimeter. Now let me show you. And it's got the little rhinestone right there. Benjamin! Where's the... Okay, you'd have to take this toggle clasp, but it would go, let's see. You take the bar off of the jump ring, and you put it on its own jump ring, and then it just goes up through there when it is attached. And when I make a bracelet with it, you'll see what I mean. But it's hard to tell without actual, a chain attached. But the bar comes up through there with the chain, and then comes on up through, and then it hangs right there. And that's what keeps it on. I like toggle clasp for my bracelets. But isn't that pretty? And lastly, we have, this is number 21. We have 1 meter of 4 by 3 millimeter stainless steel curb chain, and it retails at $4.99. Did I say that right? Curb chain? Yeah, curb chain. So just some pretty chain. Smaller, daintier chain. Which with this type of thing, you need something small and dainty. And let me, since I've got this, now let me go show you the teardrop real quick on hanging off of a head pin. Let's see, which way did it go, April? Oh, right there, okay. See, it would hang down like that. Make a real pretty earring. And then, of course, the rondelle one. Be like that. Okay, well, that's all for the April 2025 Bargain Bead Box April showers, and I absolutely love this. I cannot wait to try to get my hands in here. Hopefully I can get something, within the next day or two, maybe even today, with this, and then try to come back and do some of the March 2025, because I love that set too. It was green. If you didn't see it, I'll link it in the description box below, and you can go back and look at the March 2025. I've just not got to make a blessed thing with it, and I hate that. But this I really, really like. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and I will bring my phone, I'll bring the camera down, and I'll show you a little bit close up view of this. And I think I've told you everything I need to tell you about Bargain Bead Box. Usually I wait till the end. This time I think I told you just as I was going. So if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below. And in the description box, again, I will have a link to Bargain Bead Box. And like I said, you'll be kind of going through me. So don't let it throw you off whenever you'll see April and the link. It's me. It's not April because this is April showers. It's April because you're going through me. And I think with them, it's like if so many get sold through my name, I get a free something. I can't remember exactly how it is, but it sort of is like an affiliate. But anyway, I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day, and hopefully this rain will ease and the storms will ease and everybody will be okay. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye. Hey, if you like this video, you may want to check out my previous video or my previous series. Talk to you soon.